Hi, my name is Dwayne Abrams. Joining the Mastery Program at Full Sail University has been a 2 to 3 year decision in the making. When I first heard about the mobile gaming program, I knew that was something I wanted to achieve. I want to be an expert in the business of mobile gaming. I still remember back in second grade seeing an Apple II computer for the first time and just being utterly in awe as the graphics appeared on the screen. I took every opportunity to get more time on the one computer that we had for our entire school. Green states for masters, their inclination often presents itself to them with remarkable clarity in childhood. Sometimes this is a simple object, and for me, it was definitely the Apple II computer. My area of expertise is telecommunications and integration for contact centers. When I started, there were only a handful of integration consultants and companies, resulting in high demand and even higher compensation rates. But as Green mentions, find a niche and an ecology that you can dominate. Once you cannot dominate the space, it's clear that the space is becoming a commodity. Today, everyone can purchase an off-the-shelf smartphone that has more telephony capabilities than corporate customers had when I started. I knew after I graduated from college, I wanted to pursue computer science. It was an unfortunate time as there were few opportunities available, so I ended up taking the first job offer I received. I started as a system administrator and progressed to a financial DBA role. One day I met a consultant the company had hired, and I was in complete awe that people paid him to travel the world. All I heard was travel and big money. Within 6 months I had moved to Texas and I joined a small consulting company focused on contact center technology. I'd spend the next 25 years advancing through the industry. I had followed this career path mostly for the money, but not for the passion. It enables my extracurricular interests outside of work, but did not fulfill my interests inside of work. I grew to resent the internal politics of most clients. For them, ownership, control, entitlement were more important than the work itself. For me to transition back to the ideal career path, change must occur. But for the longest time, I fought feverishly to try to keep things as they were. This year, I pulled the trigger and conceded to the need to let go of the past. I gave up being a consultant and took a full-time employee job. I invested in books and equipment to learn everything I can about mobile applications and game development. To seriously let go of my past, I had to immediately execute steps that would commit me to the newfound path and thus affirm my mental state and direction. It would be too easy to always utilize my past experience as a crutch for stability. The reality that your career path is coming to an end doesn't appear overnight, and it's not always clear. It generally requires years of losing focus and deviating from a critical path. But returning to your critical path is not instantaneous. Green confirms this by stating, "The road to mastery requires patience. You will have to keep your focus 5 or 10 years down the road when you will reap the rewards of your efforts." The thought of experiencing potentially even more thrills this time on an ideal career path, after experiencing only some initial excitement down a different path, makes the sacrifice worthwhile. Waiting until the mastery program is complete is not an option and seems to be a missed opportunity. Instead, I plan to actively take what I learned during the next 12 months and apply them to ideas I have had for transitioning my existing business out of the contact center industry, and instead start to establish my footprint in the mobile gaming and entertainment industry. I envision my business becoming the next successful indie game production company. As a first step, I think it's essential I build relationships with classmates and faculty in the program early. Secondly, I plan to take full advantage of any tips and information provided that can potentially help me on my journey.